What's going on, world? Your man, Mr. Mac, here with allhiphop.com. I'd like to welcome you to the Mechanism. I'm welcoming the first timer to the couch. Young brother out in these streets doing things quite official at Double XL cover, was looking kind of wavy. But now he's over here with us, and it's about to get lit. My man, introduce yourself one time to the people.
What's up, man? It's Herbo reporting live from Chicago, Chirac, man, East Side, 79th Street. What's the deal?
Dog, we got to talk about your city, man. As much as you guys are putting it on the map with the hip-hop, the press loves to throw you up whenever they start talking about Black Lives Matter. They start talking about that Chicago body rate. And I heard y'all just did something real crazy over this last weekend. Set a whole new record.
Yeah, actually, I ain't gonna lie. We just landed. I ain't gonna lie. Me and my partner just landed here. He was just saying like 17 people dead this weekend in Chicago.
42 injured.
42 injured, shit like that. But I feel like the real problem in Chicago is not enough leadership. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a lot of potential leaders, but it's not enough leadership. So nobody who actually hands-on trying to, you know what I'm saying, not even stop the violence, because that's impossible. You can't stop the violence nowhere. There's violence everywhere in the city, but you could impact violent people and change their thought process and change the way people think and just create other opportunities for the youth and the violent crowds. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you violent don't mean you're a bad person. I was once violent. I'm not a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Other people were once violent that aren't considered bad people. You know what I'm saying? It's just different situations. As far as like the violence and the trouble and the mischief that's going on in the city, is just a product of a lack of leadership. Nobody who really want to go and touch the hands of the youth and go talk to them and make sure they understand. Not just talk to them. Anybody could talk, give you a lecture. They want to hear from somebody who actually understand and been through it firsthand. And like with me, I tell, you know what I'm saying, the shorties all the time, whether it's my little homies or somebody I don't even know, like if you come around me on some gang banging shit or just negative when you meet me, I find that offensive, you know, because don't come to me with negativity. Even if you mean in a positive way trying to be cool, that's not how you address me or address any person, period. I don't think nobody who actually from the streets or come from violence or negativity like for it to be brought upon them, you know. So I just like to talk to the kids and basically tell them and make sure they understand, no matter what you've been through or what life situations or life-changing situations you've been through, you could come from under it. It's just about how you think and what make you think a certain way. You know, like me, I'm from the streets, bro. Like I ain't even graduate high school, but I know school is something important. I know that morals and the way you think will get you through the toughest situations in life. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. I understood that at an early age, and I feel like everybody should. It don't matter what you doing. Anything in life, the same rules apply to everything if you want to be successful, whether you're an artist, a lawyer, anything. The rules and morals of life and just the way you think and working hard and being positive will get you through any situation in life, I feel like.
What are some of those morals? What are some of those rules that apply universally across the board?
The basic morals and rules are, of course, patience. You know, so you got to have patience. You have to really have faith in yourself and understand what you're doing. There is no such thing as a coincidence in life. If you're trying to be something or be something special, you got to put in that time, and you have to understand that you got to go through the mud. You got to go through the sleet, the hard times, the rough times in order to get to what you want in life. And that's with anything. You know, you have to understand that life is not perfect. It's not in your favor. Regardless of who you are, what you do, life will never be in your favor. So when people act like life should be in their favor or life is just beating them up, that's what comes with it. Like I was younger and my grandmother told me that God give the toughest battles to the strongest soldiers. And that's something that I always remember. Like with anything that I got going on, the toughest times I've been through in my life, if I couldn't come from under it or withstand it, it would have never happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's just those type of morals and just principles I try to keep in my head and pass on to other people. Like with everything that I'm doing right now and the way I think as a person, as a man, it was no coincidence. I had to grow into this. I had to understand, like, even with me being an artist and a successful artist, I didn't always think the way I thought when I first started rapping. Or if I did, I would be a million miles ahead of myself right now. So that's really just when people understand and they feel like you could do it, they could do it too, or they feel like you care about them being successful in life. Some people, they just need someone to feel like he care too, or he care about me more than I care about myself. So why shouldn't I want to be something and just, overcome any problems I have in life? Some people just need that extra push, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. You just got to understand it as a person, as a people, as a whole. You have to sometimes give your people that extra push, you know what I'm saying, for them to overcome what they going through in life.